Hi students, how are you? Now we are going to discuss about the topic optical path. This is actually the concept from intermediate second year. The topic is ray optics from the chapter ray optics. It is also very useful who are studying in IIT foundation classes like 10th standard. Okay, we will start our discussion about optical path. Firstly, I will define what is optical path. Optical path can be defined as the distance traveled by light in vacuum in a time t. The distance traveled by light in vacuum in a time t. In this time, the distance covered by light in any medium is called optical path. Again, the distance traveled by light in vacuum in a time t. In this time t, what is the distance covered by light in any medium is nothing but optical path. Understand? Suppose the distance traveled by the light taking the time 10 seconds. In the duration of same 10 seconds, how much distance the light covered in any medium, that is nothing but optical path. If you observe the distance covered by light in vacuum, S is equal to c into t, distance velocity into time, where c is speed of light in vacuum and time. And coming to any medium, suppose if I take a medium is water and I observed the geometrical path A to B. The distance between A and B is D, where D is the geometrical path. You know geometrical path, the distance between any two points is known as geometrical path. Geometrical or real path. Geometrical path or real path. The distance between any two points is nothing but geometrical path or real path. So the distance I considered in the water medium. Now the light traveled in this medium. Can I say time taken to travel a distance d, t is equal to distance d by speed of light in vacuum, speed of light in any medium. So medium is water. So d by v. Now if you observe optical path delta x, optical path denoted by letter delta, denoted by delta x. Now the light is traveling in the same time t as in vacuum, that is duration of 10 seconds for our understanding. Okay, now the light is traveling in the water medium. So if you observe a dash b dash is delta x, optical path. Now delta x is equal to, can I write c into t? Yes or no? Why? Because in the duration of same time as in vacuum, delta x is c into t. Now it becomes c into, where t is from the geometrical path, t is equal to d by v. We can write d by v. From this c by v into d will come. But I know c by v is nothing but refractive index. We know absolute refractive index, the ratio of speed of light in vacuum onto the given medium. Absolute refractive index. Finally, optical path delta x is equal to mu d. This is the formula for optical path. If you observe here, delta x is a optical path and d is a real path. Optical path is always greater than real path. If you observe here, D is real path. D can be written as delta x by mu. So definitely we will get delta x is greater comparatively real path. D is delta x by mu. So that very important to understand. Optical path, note, optical path is always greater than real path. Okay. Now we will see one example. Suppose two different mediums given. Medium 1 having refractive index mu1 and light is traveled in medium 1 is d1, and for medium 2 having refractive index mu2 and the distance traveled by light is d2. In medium 1 and medium 2 the distance traveled by light in the same time, it is happen in the same time. This is resembles optical path. According to optical path, this concept we can write delta x is equal to mu1 d1, that is also equal to mu2 d2. We can compare mu1 d1 is equal to mu2 d2. Why? Because the light traveled in any medium as in vacuum, the time interval remains same, so that we can take mu1 d1 is equal to mu2 d2. On the basis of this we will do one example. Example, the optical path of monochromatic light is the same if it goes through 2 centimeter of glass or x centimeter of ruby. If refractive index of glass is 1.510 given and that of ruby is 1.760, find the value of x. Solution. According to data, refractive index of glass given 1.510 and refractive index of ruby 1.760. Distance traveled by the light in glass, that is d suffix g, is equal to 2 centimeter. What is the distance traveled by the light in the ruby medium? So d suffix r is equal to x centimeter. We have to find x centimeter. So as per our discussion, two different medium in the same time light travel. So we can compare mu1 d1 is equal to mu2 d2, or one is glass, two is ruby medium. So, or you can write mu g d suffix g is equal to mu suffix r d suffix r, where mu g is 1.510 into distance traveled in the glass 2 centimeter, that equal to mu r 1.760 into where distance traveled in the ruby, that is x. We have to find x into x. So x become 1.510 into 2 by 1.760. By simplifying this, we will get x is equals to 1.716 centimeters.